So I got a call from Dorothy Deotis, and she said, they want to see you for Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. Oh, okay. I went over to Paramount. I went to an office that was kitty corner to where your office was for See Dad Run, right?
Yep.
Okay. And I walked in. I said, Stephen Manley. The nice lady who was I believe it was Sylvia was her name. She said, oh, Mr. Nimoy's expecting you. She opened the door and I went right in his office.
Whoa.
No casting director, nothing. Okay. His office was stacked to the brim. Now, you and I collected Fangoria, Starlog, all that stuff. You know, we were starting, it was that time we were starting to go to conventions and things. You and I would hang out at Movie World, Book World, and Burbank, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Which I remember you saying, well, this is kind of like a convention. There's books every place and they're all movies. Where, you know. And then we go to Bob's Big Boy.
Good times.
He had his office packed with Star Trek stuff and a lot of fan Star Trek stuff as well. He was educating himself on everything that he could delve into because it was his directorial debut and he wanted to do a good job. So I sat down and he said, Stephen, can I put you on videotape? I said, sure, of course. You and I have done that many times. And he said, we're just going to talk. Fine. So he said, you've been around a long time. I said, yes, I have. He said, boy, your credits go back a while. I said, thank you very much. He said, I see here you've done, you know, when you were younger, you did this and that and the other. And he said, I see with Midland Heights, he said, and he looked up at me like this. He said, so you worked with Zora for David. And I said, yes, I did. And here was the question. He said, how did you like working with her? And I said, I loved her. I loved working with her. It was an education. She brought things out of me. I could work with her and follow her. We had this beautiful rapport. She wrote me this letter afterwards and all that stuff. And he said, that's exactly what I wanted to hear, kid. You passed the test. He said, Zora's a friend of mine. And he says, I know, you know, how she works. And he said, I saw your scenes with her. He said, I want you to bring the same thing to this that you brought working with Zora, but you're not going to have dialogue, Stephen. He said, I need you to do it with your body and with actions and with intent, etc. And I said, who am I playing? He said, you're playing me.
Wow. What was that feeling at that moment?
At that moment, you stay professional. He just put a heck of a card on the table.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make him proud. Yeah, I'll do it.
Were you freaking out, though, on the inside? What was the inside like?
No. I thought I'm a hired gun. He likes the way that I shoot, and I'm going to shoot for him as straight as I can. Sure, of course. And Leonard Nimoy implored upon me, you know, to take it seriously on his behalf and honor him. So I did.
It's the Patrick Labyorteaux Show. Patrick Labyorteaux. He's the one you gotta know.